I just want to officially say that I'm tired of this team. I'm really fucking tired of this team. I'm tired of the same shit year in, year out. It's the same philosophies, it's the same plays. New guy in there, doesn't matter who it is. It's the same shit. Year in and year out. It's the same shit when it comes to the Panthers. You come out in the game in a fucking game on the road, and it's the product that you put out there on the football field. This is what you was hyping up all season. This is what the new look Panthers are supposed to look like. This is supposed to be the new era or new regime in Carolina. This shit was bullshit. Every part of it was bullshit. The defense is not good. The offense is not good. The quarterback is a rookie. He's forcing passes. He's making mistakes. The play calling. You're in the 5-yard line. 4th and fucking 3. You call a fucking dive up the middle. They get stuffed in your own end zone. Your defense allowed a quarterback that didn't even throw a passing touchdown today, probably had under 100 yards passing today. Y'all allowed them to win with a quarterback performance like that. What is this? When is it going to change? Frank Wright as a play caller is terrible. He is terrible as a play caller. He cannot call plays. Bryce Young, listen, he's a rookie. We gonna have some growing pains with him. But on top of everything else, J.C. Horn is hurt again. J.C. fucking Horn is hurt again. Again. Trade that motherfucker right now. Trade him today. J.C. Horn is a injury-prone wash fucking draft pick. It's time for him to go. I gave him opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. He's not it. It's not. You go down with a hamstring in week 1. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Trade Brian Burns right now because this team is nowhere near competing. It's nowhere near it. We're not going to win a lot of games this year, Panther Nation. I'm going to be honest. I'm a fan through and through. But this is a bad football team. And I really don't see this team getting any better. There's a lack of weapons on offense. We don't have the weapons on offense. When everybody was getting on my ass about making a trade for DeAndre Hopkins, everybody looked at me crazy, said, we're going to believe in the guys that we have. There is nobody. You don't have anyone. There's nobody to throw the ball to. Outside of Hayden Hurst, you don't have no for sure weapon on offense. Chuba Hubbard outran Miles Sanders today. This team is bad, man. Y'all might as well buckle your fucking seatbelts. This is going to be a rough year, Panther Nation. Hey, listen, I can't. This is going to be a rough season for Carolina. The Falcons played like shit. We literally gave them the game because they couldn't even do nothing on offense outside of a couple runs. But we gave them the fucking game. We gave them the game. Desmond Ridder didn't do anything and they still won the fucking game. It's unbelievable. I cannot fucking believe that. Frank Wright does not know how to make adjustments. He came out with that same fucking basic offense, not giving no easy reads to Bryce Young. Listen, Bryce Young struggled today. And as a coach, you should have put your quarterback in situations that gave him some easier passes and some easier looks. The offensive line was giving him time. The line was giving him time to make the throws, but nobody got open because we don't fucking have nobody. We don't have anybody. Nobody capable of catching the goddamn ball. Nobody. We don't have anybody, no weapons at wide receiver. Laviska Shenault is a fucking chess piece. He's just gonna get moved around. Adam Thielen is 90 years old. And DJ Shark didn't play today. Mingo looked pretty good. But goddamn. Listen, this is the same fucking Panthers from last year. The same fucking Carolina Panther team from last season. Bruh, we don't need to pay Brian Burns. We need to fucking make a trade right now. This team is nowhere near competing. They're not ready to compete. This team is not ready to compete at all. They're not. They're not ready to compete. You might as well trade Brian Burns. There's no reason to pay him 27, 28 million a year when we're not going to be a contender for about another year or two. We probably won't see what we look like in about 2025, man. Like, my kids will be graduated from high school by the time we actually see some winning Panther football. And the reason why I'm complaining, guys, and I'm getting on the Panthers, why I'm getting on them is because every aspect of the game looks bad for us. Special teams looks bad. The fucking defense look bad. The defense is going to the defense is going to have, we got the same fucking problem we've been having on defense for years. We cannot stop the run. We cannot. It's the same problems. It's the same issues you've been having year after year after year after year. You can't stop the run on defense. You can't stop it because you don't have elite linebacker play and you don't have an option opposite of Brian Burns. Carolina ignored defensive end in free agency, and it showed today. It showed. Outside of Derek Brown and Brian Burns, there's nobody on this roster capable of generating pass rush. Nobody. Unless the linebacker is getting sent on a blitz. Nobody else is doing it. The secondary, J.C. Horn is injured again. He is fucking injured again, bro. Again. A hamstring injury in week 1. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and say it now. So shout out to everybody in here, man. Life is Just a Wave podcast. We back week fucking 1. I know y'all missed the boy, man, but we back live. The season has started. We here. Hey, look, big fucking waves in the building, man. Shout out to everybody. Y'all, listen. This team is in trouble. What we saw today and what they showed today, this football team is in trouble, guys. This team is not going to win a lot of games this year, guys. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I know I predicted about 8 or 9, but this is looking like a 5-win season. This is looking like a 5 fucking win season. A 5-win season. This is what this is looking like. A 5 fucking win season. I really don't see. I just don't see it. The Falcons literally gave us the game to win today, and we couldn't capitalize. Hey, listen, and I'm not even going to blame it all on fucking Bryce. Like for real. Yeah, hey, Flame Shoes, you do hear crying, Flame Shoes. You know why you hear crying? Because if this is what the new look Panthers is supposed to be, where we're bad on all phases of the game, it wasn't just Bryce Young today. The defense was bad. The defense can't stop runs. They can't stop runs at all. And the weapons, they were not getting open. When Bryce, literally every throw that Bryce Young made today was a tight window or a check down because the wide receivers cannot get separation. The wide receivers were not getting any separation today at all. Like, Bryce Young was given time to throw the ball. He had time, but nobody was getting open. We should have traded for DeAndre Hopkins or getting a weapon before we came in because this current wide receiver regime that we have, I don't know about him, man. I really don't. I know DJ Shark was out. A lot of people are going to talk about DJ Shark being out, but I really do not know, man. I really do not know. I don't even think he's enough because outside of Hayden Hurst, nobody really looks good. Everybody looks mid. The offense looks mid. The play calling is super mid. It's no creativity to the play calling. Literally, like, all you were doing all game was just trying to create shit over the middle. There was no creativity to the play calling. I even take my hat off to the Falcons fucking offensive staff. They knew we couldn't stop the run, so what did they keep doing? Running the ball. Desmond Ridder didn't do anything today. We lost to a team where a quarterback had probably under 100 yards passing. Like, seriously, Supernova. We lost to a fucking team today where the quarterback had under 100 yards passing. How? What kind of sense does it fucking make? How? Man, I'm about to drop the link out here, man. Hey, fellas, how? None of this shit makes sense. Desmond Ridder played like shit, and we still lost the game. The throws that Bryce Young threw, that he threw and got intercepted on, yes, he forced those passes. He did force those passes, but guys, where else was he going to throw the ball? There was nowhere else he was going to throw the ball to. Nobody was getting open. No wide receivers were getting open at all. Man, let me drop this link, man, so that anybody want to pull up. Y'all, we live in a fucking effect talking about this goddamn debacle. Week 1 debacle. Week 1 debacle in Atlanta, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Life is Just a Wave podcast, bro. If you fucking with the content and you new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, man. Oh, also, man, if y'all feeling generous for the boy, man, y'all want to rock, man, y'all can send whatever you want to send through that goddamn Cash App scrolling across the screen. Wait, it supports the channel, man. Support me to support the channel so I can keep bringing y'all this shit, man. Hey, I'm fucking back, and I'm on everybody's ass. Let me get this link posted out right to. Hey, man, listen. Frank Wright might be one and done. I mean, I know that this is week 1, but Frank Wright may be one and done. Like Frank Wright might be one and done. I think I can say that shit with fucking confidence that Frank Wright, it is possible that if he does not give this play calling, up to Thomas Brown and let Thomas Brown call these plays for Bryce Young, guys, Frank Wright might be gone in year 1. He might legit be gone in year 1. I don't. Everything looks the same. Nothing looks different from last year. Man, the link is posted out there, man. Anybody want to come up, man, and pop their shit? Y'all already know, man, what time it is, man. Hit that link, man. I'll let y'all in. I want to let everybody fucking vent today. This shit is a fucking embarrassment, man. It is a fucking embarrassment. The shit is a fucking embarrassment, bro. It's a fucking embarrassment, dog. Hey, listen. Hey, guys, I'm going to tell you the worst part about this game was. Literally the worst part about this game. Let me get my light back on. The worst part about this game. The worst part about this game to me was that the offensive line actually gave us opportunities to get plays off. But the play calling was so fucking bad. It was so fucking bad. And the wide receivers and skill players were so fucking bad that we couldn't even take advantage of a decent day by the offensive line. Like, yeah, they gave up a couple plays. You can't expect the offensive line to be fucking perfect. But overall, Bryce Young actually had time to throw the ball. He really did. Nah, that's a part of sports, sir. No, this ain't a fucking part of sports. I don't want to hear that shit about J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn is fucking out of here, man. Get him the fuck out of Charlotte. I'm tired of J.C. Horn, bro. I'm tired of this man. We wasted a top 10 pick on this man. And he's only done played less than 17 games in 3 seasons. Less than a fucking season in 3 seasons, man. I'm sick of J.C. Horn shit. I'm sick of him, man. I'm pissed off. Y'all got to forgive me, man. Let me call. Hey, can somebody bring my drink over here from off the table? I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of it. It's the same fucking Panthers year in and year out. The same fucking Panthers year in and fucking year out, man. I'm sick of this shit, guys. When is it going to improve? We spent all of this fucking money this offseason. All this money this offseason on improving this football team. All this money on this coaching staff to bring in one of the most experienced coaching staffs And this is what y'all been working on all season? Like, this is what you've been working on all season? Like for real. This is what we supposed what is our identity? What is the identity of the football team right now? Are we a defensive team that plays average offense? Are we an average offensive team that play bad defense? What is the identity of this Panthers team? Where's the dogs at? There's not one Pro Bowler outside of the offensive line on the Panthers offense right now. Nobody else is a Pro Bowler. We don't have no other Pro Bowler on offense right now. Everybody else is fucking suspect. It's shit. Adam Thielen, you can't, bro. Come on. Mingo is a rook. DJ Shark can't stay healthy. Oh yeah, we paid him money too, and he already missing a game. He's just doing what he's been doing his whole career, being hurt and injury. J.C. Horn, when I saw that motherfucker number 8 on the ground again, guys, I lost my shit, man. I lost my fucking shit. I threw this bitch down, dog. I lost my fucking shit when I saw 8 on the ground again. Guys, here's the formula right here. Listen up. This is the formula. This is the formula. Trade Brian Burns. He's unhappy. Brian Burns is unhappy. And he showed you guys today. He showed you today that he is an elite defensive end. Brian Burns is an elite defensive end. Trade him right now for 2 first-round picks. 2 first-round picks right now. You can trade 2 first-round picks right now for Brian Burns. That's the number one formula. Then trade J.C. Horn for a 3rd round and maybe some other picks. Because the Panthers are not going to win shit this year or next, guys. You might as well coop in. Listen, the link is already out. The link is already out, man. Anybody want to pull up to the damn to the live? Let me know. It's through StreamYard. The link is in. Y'all gonna have to scroll up, bro. For anybody that want to goddamn pull up to the damn channel. Listen, it's not guaranteed that you go get in. If I fuck with you, I'm gonna pull you in. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to speak, but I can't have 90 people up here, man. Nobody will never get a point across. Trade Brian Burns. Trade J.C. Horn and accumulate as many draft picks as you can. Because this team is not winning nothing, man. You might as well trade those 2 guys right now. Get first round. We don't have a first round pick for next year. You need to get a first round pick next year. You need to get a first round pick next year. You got to get a first round pick in the 2024 draft. Because this team needs it, man. We're weak at a lot of spots. The offensive line could use another top pick on it. At wide receiver, we need a top wide receiver. Like, I know you drafted Mingo. I know that Mingo was there, but you need a playmaker on offense. The Panthers don't have any playmakers on offense right now. They got a bunch of guys with the potential to be playmakers, but there's no guaranteed option on this roster. That when we were in 3rd and long situations the whole game, and there was nobody to throw the ball to. Nobody was there to throw the fucking ball to. You didn't have nobody to throw the fucking ball to. This shit is fucking embarrassing, bro. It's fucking embarrassing. Miles Knox, you said what happened? The Carolina Panthers happened, bro. You didn't watch the game today? Why the fuck you on the stream if you asking what's happening? It ain't even Steve Wilkes, bro. It's not even Steve Wilkes. Steve Wilkes don't have shit to do with that fucking performance that was on the field today. He don't have shit to do with that. This is an organization that ignored. They addressed a lot this offseason, but they didn't address a lot this offseason. One of the things that you did not address, you brought in a bunch of number 3, number 4 guys at wide receiver. You did not solidify the wide receiver position. You signed DJ Shark to a deal hoping that he was going to stay healthy, which he already is missing week 1. And yeah, he might have looked good in training camp, but he's hurt. That's been the story of his career. He's hurt, and he stayed hurt. So he's not reliable. Adam Thielen can be reliable, but he's older. He doesn't have the burst like he used to get open. He's going to have to get in behind in zone coverages to get his catches because he's not beating anybody off the line anymore. And then you draft Jonathan Mingo, who has a ton of potential, but he's still a rookie. Most wide receiver rookies taken in the 3rd round, it takes a little bit of time for them. So again, who are you throwing the ball to? Who are you going to throw the ball to? Laviska Shenault, he's a gadget player. What you saw him do today is all he's going to be in this offense. He's going to be a wide receiver screen, maybe a couple handoffs, maybe some reverses. That's all that Laviska's going to give you. You don't have a solidified weapon, so you didn't address that. The second thing you didn't address, you did not put a reliable pass rushing option opposite of Brian Burns. You didn't do it. You said, we're going to believe in YGM and Derek Brown on the interior. We're not going to believe in anybody else, but we're going to believe in YGM. Nobody else is able to get fucking pass rush, thus making it you can't stop the run. The Panthers' problem on defense, even when our defenses was playing at decent levels, their problems is they cannot stop the fucking run. They can't do it. The Panthers cannot stop the run. In a gyro system, so far, they can't do it. Bruh, the Falcons were getting 10 to 15 yard rushing yards damn near every four series. Every series they had a big run. Every series. It was a big fucking run every series. You can't stop it. This 3-4 is going to take time for it to mesh. You're going to need time for that defense to mesh because right now, teams are going to gash us for runs, bro. And you know, guess what else? They're going to gash us for passes too. You know why? Because our number 1 fucking corner is hurt again. He fucking hurt again, man. Big Waves in this motherfucker, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Hey, Life is Just a Wave podcast, man. We are live right after the bullshit of game was week 1 against the Atlanta Falcons. So now we're 0-1. Now we're 0-1 in the division. We got the Saints next week. I don't even know if we're beating the Saints. CLT in the building, man. I'm about to get my boy CLT up here. Man, y'all already know, man. Like and subscribe to the channel if you're new to it. For everybody, man, y'all see the cash app scrolling across the screen, man. Whatever y'all seeing, y'all already know. CLT, good, bro.
Live from Atlanta. We fucking suck. We need another running back. Get Chuba Hubbard the fuck out of here. And I told niggas from the jump, Miles Sanders is not an every down back. He needs a committee. He is not it. Go get somebody like Leonard Fournette to back him. Brian Burns, like you said, go ahead and get the collateral for him. If we can get 2 first rounds, ship his ass. Just add it to his draft capital. J.C. Horn, I don't think we can get a return on the investment, so keep him. We look bad, bro. Atlanta, the stadium was rocking from start to finish. This shit don't rock like this in Charlotte. Hands down, don't rock like this in Charlotte. We got to do better as a fan base, for one. But we don't got a lot to look forward to this season, fellas. Keeping it real.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. We really only probably go win about 5 games this year. Like we really only go win about 5 games, man. Like I'm really this is gonna be like. So I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be a learning year. It's a learning year because you are in year 1 of a new head coach, new regime, new offense. You're in year 1 of a new defense, new regime on the defensive side of the ball. You got a rookie. Bryce Young was the #1 overall pick, but guys, he's still a rookie. He gonna make mistakes. You got to live with those. He's still trying to learn. Like a lot of those throws that Jesse Bates picked off, he forced
So,
it into double coverage.
while we speaking on Jesse Bates, we see who we should have picked up from Cincy. Von Bell was non and
He was
void.
a factor. He won a non-factor.
Yeah, Jeremy Chan looked terrible today.
Yeah, Jeremy,
He
trade
looked
him too.
terrible today.
Trade
Jeremy,
everybody,
I
man.
don't know.
Blow the whole team up. Start from
That shit
ground
went
zero.
downhill. Jeremy looked terrible. What I can say is the kid, what Troy Hill do from the Rams, he played better than I expected. I expected once JC went out for them to torch our ass, what they didn't. But you got to blame that on Desmond Ritter. He's fucking trash.
Yeah,
But
Desmond Ritter is trash, and they still won.
exactly. But Derek Carr would have torched our ass. So let's see what
Right.
next week look like. Yeah, but we don't got a lot to look forward to, man.
Yeah. It's
We
it
lost
for
to
me.
Atlanta by 14, man.
14 points to the
They fucking
Falcons.
suck, bro.
Right.
We lost to a
Bro, they
team
would have
that
played
fucking trash.
anybody better. They would have lost their game. Like they didn't do anything.
They didn't do anything special, man. We gave
Not,
them
bro.
the
All
game.
of the shit they scored on was like, bro. We
Turnovers. Both of the interceptions converted to points.
led to points. Both of the picks led to points. You're right.
Led to points. Miles Sanders turnover
Fumble led to points.
led to points. Oh,
Turnovers.
the kid what the fuck is his name? The Bijan, the fucking truth. That
Yeah,
kid is
Bijan
gonna be
Robinson is
great.
the truth, dog.
That nigga's gonna be great, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Bijan Robinson gonna give Carolina nightmares for some years.
The first nigga is not tackling him.
Nah.
First player there, he made Jeremy Chin look trash. Gave it to him
Yep.
all game. Shaq, watching him in person, he's past his prime. He never really had a prime, if you ask me. But he's trash, bro. Our team is trash.
Yeah, hey, listen, man. It's gonna be one of them motherfucking. Listen, listen. I don't care. I don't want to hear nobody saying that this is week one, right? I don't want to hear none of that week one talk, none of that week one bullshit. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like, it would be different if we just struggled on one side of the ball, and you really could see. But as all three phases of the game, from offense, defense, and special teams, the Panthers don't look good, bro.
Oh yeah, and watching from the stadium, you see that just because we got all those names coaching, it was a lot of miscommunication on that field, bro. Them players didn't know where the fuck they was going, bro. JC,
Wow.
Dante, him and the cornerback coach arguing the whole fucking game. After the Woods arguing with the damn coach the whole game. Players didn't know they're supposed to be on the field, off the field. That coaching looked terrible. Just live in the lot because I was row one, so
The Panthers shot. Call that L,
Right.
fatty.
Man, we got Gus up here. Gus, what's good with it, bro? Yo, Gus, you there? You.
man, Chuba is not good. What the fuck do y'all keep saying that?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Shout out to Fayettenam. Fayettenam said they played like they didn't get any reps in the preseason. They will play better over the next few weeks. Fayettenam, I'm not so sure about that, man.
Man, this shit is week to week. We don't give a fuck about next week right now.
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't be so sure about that, Fayettenam, because it's we just don't look. We look basic. We look basic on offense without what we was running. It didn't look like with the weapons that you guys have. I would have loved to see Bryce Young in a lot more RPO situations where he would have had a chance to make some better plays. I think that would have helped take the pressure off of him and gave him some easy decisions to make. Like with the coaching staff, with that experience that they was on, I really feel like this coaching staff didn't set Bryce up, man, for him to succeed in this game.
Hey, by you going to training camp, you can probably attest to this, but looking at him in person, he's small as shit in that huddle.
Yeah, he's small. I told you that, though. I told y'all that when I was there. Bryce Young is tiny, man, compared to his teammates. He's tiny. I'm not going to lie.
And that's possibly why he threw them picks, because maybe he can't see over the line. I can't say, but he forced them balls. He was not supposed to throw them balls, bro.
It was double coverage. He threw into fucking double coverage.
Yeah. Jesse
There was
Bates had a
nothing
game.
there.
2 picks, forced fumble, 5, 6 tackles or something. He had a game.
Yeah, we got the wrong safety from Cincinnati. We
Definitely.
should have got Jesse Bates. Man, how do you feel about J.C. Horn being hurt again, bro?
Like I said, bro, it's tough because, like I said, we're not going to get the return on the investment if we try to trade him. If we try to trade him right now, we're going to get maybe a 3rd round pick, and he can eventually turn around and not for another team not get hurt. All that we can do with this shit is wait it out. Because when he's on the field, he plays good, but he gets hurt every 5 minutes. So there's nothing we can really do. We're in the middle of a rock and a hard place. Get a 3rd round pick for him, maybe after 2
Hey,
years.
hey, you know what I say to that shit? Hey, fuck that shit, bro. I'm sorry, CLT. We got to get that motherfucker out of here, bro. I can't take it no more. When I saw number 8 hit the ground, but you should have seen me in my living room, bro. I was tossing shit everywhere, dog. Cause that motherfucker is frail. Bryce Young is frail as hell. I mean, not Bryce, but J.C. Horn is frail as a motherfucker, bro. The first game of the season with a hamstring, and you already know that he gonna be out next week.
He know he fucked up though, cause walking back to the tent, that nigga was madder than a bitch.
Bruh, he know he done. You gotta listen. I'm right now. If I'm Scott Fitterer, I'm taking calls right now for teams wanting to call about Brian Burns and teams that are inquiring about J.C. Horn. You can get 2 first-round picks for Brian Burns. How? He showed on tape today that Brian Burns is an elite defensive end, man, in his prime. You can get 2 first-round picks for Brian Burns.
Would you
For
take a second for JC?
for J.C. Horn, I would take a second or a third pick.
I ain't
Bro,
taking
give me a 3, a 4, and maybe like a 6 or a 7 for JC. Get that motherfucker out of here, man. Get his ass out of here, bro. Because he not worth anything. The motherfucker can't even stay healthy, bro. Listen, guys, I don't want to hear anybody say, Wavez, we got to give him a chance. We got to give him a chance. Bro, that's all we've been giving him. That's all he's been getting is opportunities to show that he can play a full season. If it's a hamstring injury, you already know he's going to be out next week. Corners don't never come back from hamstring injuries the next week. So you know he going to be out next week. So he already done missed 2 games. Gus, what the fuck, man? What's good, Gus? You on that weirdo shit again? I'm kicking you the fuck out of here. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get your ass gone. I don't like that. You done fucked up already. Motherfuckers is weirdos, man. Y'all got to be some weird motherfuckers to just get on a live and just do that dumb ass noise. You a weird ass bitch, for real. That shit is weird as fuck. Nigga just go get on here and do that creepy ass October Halloween ass laugh. Gus, don't bring your matter of fact, I'm about to block your ass, you dumb bitch. Dumb ass motherfucker. This nigga go get on my shit. Ha. Nigga, I should what? Hey, just for that, if I don't fuck with you, you ain't coming on here. Gus done fucked it up for everybody. Gus the bus. Marco Cash in the building. Big Al, what's good? What they gonna do about CJ Henderson though? That nigga was getting burned after JC got hurt. But bruh, bruh, hold up. CLT, can I get my props about something, bruh? You know I don't like to hold on, let me hit this shit. I got it covered because YouTube be tripping. Let me can I get my props about something what I was saying, bro? Check this out. Did I not say that the Panthers needed to bring in a veteran corner all season?
You did.
When people kept saying we didn't need to bring in a veteran corner, we needed to bring in a veteran corner all season because I knew J.C. Horn wasn't gonna stay healthy. Not wishing bad on anybody, but you only as good as your last movie. So now give me my props for that. My next thing I'm gonna give props for. Did I not say that the Carolina Panthers needed to bring in another option behind Brian Burns? Been saying that shit all season long.
Definitely.
Hey, bro, he about to get blocked, bro. Hold on, let me block
Hey,
this
I'm
nigga
going to this park.
right
I'm
quick.
going to this parking deck. I'm about to cut out.
Let me block this nigga. All right, bro. Yeah, no doubt. He being a fucking weirdo right now. All right, then, man. All right, man. Shout out to Big Al, man. Shout out to Saladin. I don't know who that is, man. Life is Just a Wave podcast in the motherfucking building. Y'all already know what time it is, man. The Carolina Panthers. The Carolina fucking Panthers, bro. 24-10. 24-10 to the Atlanta Falcons. Like 24-10 to the Atlanta Falcons. Panther Nation 23. Let's get Panther Nation 23 up in this motherfucker, man. Y'all already know what time it is, bro. Let me get Panther Nation 23, man. I want to hear from y'all, man. I got to hear what y'all saying, bro. I got to hear what y'all saying. Panther 20 Nation 23, what's good with it, bro? Yo, yo. Bro, what the hell going on with everybody's shit? Motherfuckers just coming in here, goddamn dropping out and shit. Hey, y'all need to get y'all shit together, man. So, looking at a couple highlights, and let's go over some stats because I want to talk about some stats about this game just to put an emphasis on how bad the Panthers were. All right. 10 points the entire game. 10 points the entire fucking game. Their quarterback went 15 for 18, 115 yards, one touchdown, and we sacked them 4 times. We sacked them 4 times. They running backs. Bijan went for 56. Al Jair went for 75. So you gave up well over 100 yards in rushing today. You gave up well over 100 in rushing. Let's see. On defense, the Falcons defense caused 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and 1 forced fumble. Let's look at Bryce Young. Bryce Young, 20 for 38, 146, 1 TD, 2 interceptions, only sacked 2 times. So the problem today was not the offensive line. That wasn't the issue today. Carl ID, am I really in panic mode? Carl ID, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm in panic mode because we said the same thing last season. We were saying the same shit last season. Are we really in panic mode after week 1? Yeah. Yeah, because you spent all of that money on that coaching staff, and that game plan today was shitty. That was a shitty game plan. Whoever put that game script together for today's game was absolutely shitty. Carl ID, I get what you're saying, my brother. I know it was just one game, but bro, it's the same shit we look like in the preseason. Like the issues that the Panthers have are obvious. It's obvious, right? It's obvious that we really don't have a playmaker on offense. That shit is obvious. That shit is really obvious. You don't have a playmaker on the offensive side of the ball. Most of everybody that's out there are a bunch of number 2, 3 guys. You don't have no number 1 really option to go to when you're in trouble. That I can just throw the ball to and he just getting off. You don't have that. So again, you don't have that. The defense can't stop the run. We still can't stop the run. That's another issue. You still can't stop the fucking run. What are you going to do? Man, let me drop this link one more time in here, man. Let me drop this goddamn link right here. Carl ID, I want you to pull up, Carl ID. Carl ID, I need you to pull up, bro. Because you gotta explain to me what you mean, man. You gotta explain to me what you mean. Please tell me what you saw today that was any sense of being actually good. Panthers are still in the vanilla playbook. Hey, exactly. The playbook is vanilla is a motherfucker. It's basic as hell. That shit is basic as hell. This is week 1. It's time for you to open this shit up. Pay Burns all that money to pass rush and teams don't pass because we can't stop the run. Bruh, that's why I said trade Brian Burns. Trade Brian Burns right now. Trade him. Get rid of him. There's no reason to keep him on the team. We're not going to be contending. Why should we have a defensive end paying him $27, $28 million a year for a team that is not going to be competing probably in the next 2 years? It just makes no sense. It makes no sense to do that. Wavez, I had front row seat today. We look bad. Conservative offense at best. Jeff, that's what I'm talking about, Jeff. This offense is basic as shit, bro. It's basic. Like I didn't see no creativity on the offensive side of the ball. All you was doing was lining up in a pistol formation, handing the ball off with draws. I didn't see any kind of jet sweeps. You was throwing quick screens. I didn't see the shots downfield. The wide receivers couldn't get open. I mean, it looked bad, man. Carl ID in the building, man. Carl D, what's good, man?
Not much. You say I didn't say that I was seeing anything good. I was just saying, man, one game. But I will tell you, you're right. The play calling did suck. But if the play calling did look good in the first half. Now, if they would have stuck to that, then I think it would have been better in the second. I don't know what the heck happened to them in the second half with that play calling.
I mean, but look, man, in the first half, I really don't even feel like the play calling was that solid in the first half. Like it's still, even though that we was moving the ball and we went down and scored, like it was still a basic type offense, a bunch of dipping ducks, nothing that was really like, that really said, hey, let me take my shots or really have Bryce Young. I don't know if they kept it basic for him early in the game, but even still, like Bryce Young was clearly like nobody was getting open for him. The offensive line only allowed 2 sacks today. We sacked them more than they sacked us. So I don't understand why they didn't go to a more play calling of let me give Bryce Young some easier looks. Let me try to find something, man, maybe up the seam with the tight end. Because outside of Hayden Hurst, nobody else was really doing nothing. We got Saloon in the building. Saloon, what's good with it?
How you doing, man?
How you doing, Saloon, man? Go ahead and pop your shit, bro. Yo, you there?
Look like he muted. He may have muted himself.
Yeah, you muted. You muted, Saloon. You got to unmute. Bleezo got in the building. Bleezo, what's good with it, fam? Man, appreciate you pulling up to the channel. Life is Just a Wave podcast. I don't know what happened to my boy Saloon, man. A lot of people been coming up and dropping now. I don't know if it's bad signal or whatever, man, but we're going to keep it rolling. So, but Bryce was throwing into double coverage. Bro, honestly, he did throw into double coverage. I'm not saying that, but you got to remember, he's a rookie.
Yeah.
He's still trying to learn. Even though he's the #1 overall pick, he's going to make some mistakes. And you got to live with that because he's still learning the game. Bro, they showed a stat during the game. I think every rookie quarterback that was drafted #1 overall, like the record is like 4-70 or something like that they've won the opening game. So I knew he was going to make some mistakes. But at the same time, The plays that he had time to throw the ball, nobody was getting open.
That's
Nobody was
true.
getting open. They
That's
wasn't.
true. That's
Go
right.
ahead, Carl.
I think Hayden was the only one that was getting open, and if he when Hayden kept getting double teamed, he didn't have nobody else, so he had to, and then he had no choice but to throw the ball either out of bounds or throw it to where the defender ain't gonna intercept it. I mean,
So
he
that's it.
didn't. Yeah, he wasn't given no choice, but I think what happened with they play call. I think after Bryce threw those 2 interceptions, I think that's when Frank really decided to start doing going vanilla with the offense. He should have just let them. If it was me, I don't care if Bryce would have threw 2 interceptions. I would have opened that offense up. Why
Yeah, you
not?
had
He,
to.
he he got to learn. He gonna have to learn sooner or later. I don't care. Hey, if he throw 4 picks, he just throw 4 picks. But I want that offense opened up.
I 100% agree with that, Carl. He just made a great point. Again, Bryce Young, they seen that he was struggling in the offense that they were calling. It was clear struggling there. You know what I mean? With the guys, they were not getting open downfield. A lot of the passes he completed were a bunch of underneath stuff, some throws to the
Mm-hmm.
outside, short throws. I don't even think he maybe had a throw over 15 yards today. Like it was like nobody was able to get open. And that was a big part of the problem. But for the play callers, you got to identify that. You
Yep.
got to identify that. Get him in some play action. Get him out there on the move. Like
Exactly.
they didn't get any play action going with Bryce Young today at all. I think that when he's struggling down the field like that and nobody was getting separation, you got to bring out the play action, man. You got to
Yep.
start getting these guys to load the box, man, so that some guys can have some passing lanes. They didn't do it. They did not do it at all. That's why I said for this staff to be that experienced and couldn't
Mm-hmm.
even recognize that I'm a youth football coach. And I even recognized that nobody was getting open for Bryce Young today. They stayed in a simple shotgun offense all along. They were running out of shotgun or they were in a single back set. That shit was basic. It was
They
basic shit.
Yep. They act like they was scared to do play action with him. Our running game was doing good,
Right. So
but
you could have killed them on the play action.
exactly when especially when Chuba started heating up, I would have. As soon as Chuba got that one big run he got, I would have came right back on the next play for play action because the Falcons would
Right.
have been expecting it, and I would have.
And hit Hayden Hurst. You
Yes. I
could have
don't
got
know.
that play action and got Hayden Hurst behind them linebackers.
I don't know what I mean. I'm disappointed in this offensive staff. I don't know. I don't know. They were doing decent in the first half. In the second half, you don't open the playbook because you scared because your quarterback threw 2 picks and you and you just go to hold the rest of the game with a basic offense. Come on, man.
Man, that shit was so motherfucking embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing, man, because we have over 300 years of coaching experience on this staff. And you mean the worst call of the game for me. And we got Saloon and CLT in the building. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Life is just fucking Wave podcast. Big Waves back in the building, man. We are back, man, after the 24-10 loss to the Atlanta Falcons on the road.
Mm, mm, mm,
This
mm.
this this shit is embarrassing. So
Yeah,
not
that
only
was.
you already behind the game in the division now. You're already behind the game. You got another divisional game against New Orleans next week. I really don't know. Saloon is in the building. Saloon, what's good with it, bro? Saloon, you there, fam? Yo, Saloon, I can't keep adding you, bro. You ain't gonna say nothing. All right, CLT in the building. CLT, what's good with it, bro?
You on mute? I think you on mute, CLT.
You on mute, bro?
You can hear me?
Yeah,
There
we
we
got
go.
you now.
What's up, fam?
So let me ask you a question, and I want to ask y'all a serious question.
Uh-huh.
The worst play call of the game to me was when we drove down on the first drive and we got in their territory. We won like the 5, right? On 2 back-to-back plays, You called halfback draws or halfback dives up the middle. Got nowhere. On 3rd and 9, you call a halfback draw on 3rd and 9. Conservative as fuck, and the Falcons stop us on 4th down. No, we got the 4th down. We got the yardage and got the 4th down. It's 4th and 1. You call the same play all over again, and you get stuffed in your own territory. You about to
Yeah.
go up. That was a terrible play call at the goal line.
These motherfuckers played conservative when they wasn't supposed to play conservative, and they wasn't aggressive when they supposed to be aggressive. I think the first drive or the first and second drive we got all the way in the red zone. It was like 2 yards. We kicked the field goal. I think.
No, we didn't. I don't even think we kicked the field goal. I think they stopped us.
Yeah, we should have kicked the fucking field goal to got 3 points early in the game.
Yeah.
The shit was fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
It was absolutely fucking horrendous. Absolutely horrendous, man. And like, okay, so again, JC Horn is hurt again.
Big surprise there.
Yeah, JC Horn is hurt again. Carl ID, what do we do with him now?
We gotta. I don't know if trading him is gonna, if we're gonna get anything out of it, because I mean his value has just went down, man. I think it's so. I think this is going. I think we might as well just suck it up. That was a wasted first round pick.
That was fine, and I say that to say.
Brian Burns is speaking right now to the media. So they asked him. They said Brian Burns said God helped him get through the week and to the point he could play in the Panthers opener.
Oh man.
Y'all, we need to trade Brian Burns.
Yes.
So let me ask everybody, does it make sense to trade Brian Burns? Everybody put their answers in the chat right now. I want to hear from the chat. Should we trade Brian Burns? Should we trade Brian Burns? I want to know. I want to know. Should we trade Brian Burns? It's a poll going out to everybody in the chat. Should we trade Brian Burns?
While you waiting on that, oh, go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you got to say. Pop your shit, bro.
I was gonna say while you was waiting on that, those answers from the chat. I have a question. Would you rather give Brian Burns some money, the money that you were going to pay, you would have paid JC?
I'm not paying either one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
BA money, collect the draft picks.
Yeah, I'm not paying either one of them.
Oh,
I'm saving them.
Both.
I'm getting rid of both, man, because there's no. Think about it. Why is it that you would have a defensive end on your team, right, that is going to be worth 27 to 28 million per year, and you're only going to win about 5 games, maybe stretch to 7 this year, and then next year you probably turn around, you might be a little bit better, but you're not contending. There's other parts of the team that you need to address. Now you don't have a number 1 corner. Now it might be time to go get another corner. Now you might actually have to spend high draft capital on a top corner. It might be time to do that now because JC Horn, he can't stay healthy. He cannot stay healthy. He's showing year in and year out that he can't stay healthy. And I hate it for the young man. I really hate it for JC Horn, bro. You know, you never wish injury on anybody. But anybody that knows this game, your best ability is availability. And we picked that man with the number 8 overall pick 2 years ago. There were players that were available there that we could have gotten. There were a Michael Parsons and a whole bunch of other people available that we could have gotten.
We should have took Pat Surtain, man, and it shows.
Exactly. I still don't understand why we took JC.
He can't stay healthy.
No, boy, even before we even knew that JC was going to be injury prone, but Patrick Surtain, he was the best corner in the draft. Why would we? I didn't understand that. I mean, we were
And
gonna get a corner. I would have wanted us to take
and
Patrick
then think
Surtain.
about it. But then think about it too. Why it makes sense to trade J.C. Horn? He's going to be eligible for a contract next season. You're going to have
Yeah,
to
that's so
pay him
true.
too.
Exactly.
So you can't. Why would you again make it make sense as an organization? You don't have a first round pick next year. You don't have that. The Panthers
Uh-uh.
don't have a first round pick in next year's draft,
That's true.
right?
That's true.
So you have a defensive end who's clearly disgruntled because he
Yeah.
wants to be paid as a top two defensive end.
Which he's
And
not worth.
yeah, but in today's NFL, that's how it goes, right? There's a
Well,
lot of guys. Hold on, Carl D. There's a lot of guys that's not deserving of the money who got the money anyway. There's a lot of guys like that in NFL because it's about resetting the market. That's what players do. Joe Burrow just became the highest paid athlete of all time. 275 million over 5 years, 216 guaranteed. So guess what? When the next quarterback is eligible for a contract, it's go surpass that one.
yeah.
It's always about resetting the market. Now, the guy who surpassed you might not necessarily be better than you, but because the NFL is about resetting the market, the value doesn't mean anything. If you can get 9 sacks consistently and only have one double-digit year, and then in the first game, Brian Burns show you how he can wreck a game. Brian
Hey,
Burns went off today. He really
uh,
did.
but okay, in the first quarter, but he disappeared after the first quarter. I ain't heard Brian Burns no more.
Hey, and pay attention to this. Out of all three of the quarterbacks taken, Bryce had the worst game today.
He did. But that's not his fault. It's not. I
Them
don't
picks, them
blame.
picks, them picks is on him, bro.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't.
pick. I'll give you the picks.
But
I'll give you the interceptions. He definitely forced that, but as a rookie, that shit that he has to learn that
yeah,
corners are a lot faster than what they were in college. You can't just those tight widows you was used to throwing to in college. You're not gonna get away with that shit in the NFL. Like he has to understand that, but that's gonna come with being a rookie. He's still a
yeah.
rookie at the end of the day. So him throwing 2 interceptions, I'm not honestly mad at the him throwing 2 interceptions. I'm more mad at the fact that the play calling and the scheme for him to have success was horrendous. The run defense looks suspect as it has over the last couple of years. And
No,
again,
I'm not. I'm not. I'm
you
not saying.
don't have
I'm
you
not saying
don't
we
have
picked the wrong
a weapon
quarterback.
on offense to Bryce Young to throw the ball to.
Yeah, I'm not saying we picked the wrong quarterback, but we gotta go week to week. Week to week, he had the worst game this week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not listen, chat. Big Al, I'm not giving Bryce Young a pass. Those throws that he can't make. But he's a rookie. It's gonna be some growing pains for a rookie. He's still a
Mm-hmm.
rookie at the end of the day. Yes, he was the number 1 overall pick. Yes, we traded up to go get him, but he's still a rookie at the end of the day. You're gonna have to live with some of that shit year one.
And it ain't like he was the only rookie that struggled today. I mean, CJ only had like what 190 and 0-0 across the board.
Nah, he had 242.
Oh, CJ ended up with 242.
Yeah, 0 touchdowns, 28 for 44, I think.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
none of the rookies won. I mean, they didn't help their team win. So I mean,
I ain't gonna lie. AR looked like the truth. Jackson didn't have a
uh,
good game.
I don't know. I still have question because that interception when they could have tied it up, that still showed me that he still got a lot. He still got a lot of stuff he got to learn. He still got a whole lot to learn because you don't throw a pick like that and your team have a chance. And then AR gonna have to learn that you can't just run all the time in this league. That last play that took him out, back-to-back runs. Yeah, you can't keep doing that, man. You might be big, but in the NFL, these guys are bigger.
Come on. Shout out to everybody, man, with your boy Life is Just a Wave podcast, man. Instant reactions to the game. The game was absolutely trash, man, for the Carolina
Yeah.
Panthers, man. I don't really see any too many positive takeaways from this, man, outside of the experience. When you think about it, guys, let's think about the bigger picture here, right? So you're already 0-1 in the division after the first week. You're already behind the game in your division. Then you
Yeah.
have another divisional opponent next week. Monday Night Football. You got another divisional opponent next week. And the Saints defense is a lot better than the Falcons defense. Like, I don't know if y'all watched the Saints defense today, but the Saints defense balled the fuck out. They balled out today. I think they caused like 3 or 4 interceptions. They made Ryan Tannehill look bad. Like, their defense is flying all over around the field. So you're going to be playing up against a better defense this upcoming week. I'm not really sure how many points the Saints scored. Let me see.
16.
Yeah, what did they win the game?
Yeah, 16-15.
Yeah, so they
I
won
think it was.
16. Yeah, okay, 16-15. So now Saints and Falcons are already ahead of you in the division.
And
Because
Tampa Bay. Tampa
eh,
Bay beat Minnesota today.
Tampa Bay beat Minnesota.
Yes, they did. I was shocked
Wow.
too.
So now you're in fourth place in the NFC South after 1 week.
Yeah.
After 1 week, you're already in fourth place. And if you lose next
Mm.
week to the Saints, you're 2 games behind already in the division.
Yeah.
That has to be that has to be nerve wracking.
Yeah.
That has to be nerve wracking this early in the season. To go down 0-2 in the division this early is not a good look for this Panthers chances this season, guys.
Exactly.
And I'm not sitting up here. I get it. It was just one game, and I'm gonna be realistic. They can get things turned around quickly, but from what I saw today, guys, I didn't see nothing about this new regime, this new Panther era that we supposed to be excited about. I didn't see nothing today that said to myself that the tides have changed.
That's true.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
see
true.
anything. I haven't seen anything that said the tides have changed. I have not seen that. And I really don't know. I'm gonna take this thing 1 week. I'm gonna stand on my record prediction of 8 wins. I'll stand on that, but I mean, if we keep playing like this is going to be like a 5 win season.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be like a 5, maybe 6 win season if we keep playing like the way that we played today against the Falcons, a team that's not even good. Their
Ex-
quarterback had under 120 yards. He had under 120 yards passing, and they still
exactly.
won the game.
Exactly.
That's ridiculous.
They relied solely. We knew that. You know what the sad part is? Everybody who knows something about football, we knew exactly what the Falcons was going to do. We knew Ritter was. They did not trust Ritter. We knew they weren't going to let him throw the ball. We
Man,
knew all they were going to do was run, and we still could not stop. That's
the
that's
tackling.
just
A
that's
lot of tackling was bad. Not wrapping up, not bringing the man down.
exactly.
When Bijan scored on that touchdown, he broke like 2 tackles.
Yeah, because they weren't wrapping up.
The defensive line, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Outside of Brian Burns and Derek Brown made one good play today. There's nobody, man. The Panthers need to try to trade for somebody. They're gonna have to bring in some help.
Yeah,
They're gonna have to bring in some help for Brian Burns. Even if you keep Brian Burns, which I don't think you should. I think that you
right.
have to trade him.
Yeah,
I
you
think
got
because
to
why
because that's
why
too
would you
much
pay
money.
him all of this money when we're not gonna be winning anything?
It's true.
It just makes no sense to have a salary that big, and you need to recruit draft picks for what you gave away to move up to number one to get Bryce. You
Yeah.
need to recruit some of that because the Panthers don't have a first round next year. They don't. But man, Carl, I'm actually about to get up out of here, man. I don't even feel like talking no more, bro. This team done pissing me off, man. I done got an hour in, man. That's all I can give everybody today. I'm disappointed by it. You know, we might pop on tomorrow night, man, to talk about, just the press conferences, see what Frank Wright had to say, talk about Bryce and what he thought and what he saw out there on the field, talk about. I want to hear from Ejiro. I got to hear from everybody, man, because I need to know what this team identity is going to be. Who are these Panthers going to be this year? Are we going to be a running team? Are we going to be a passing team? Are we going to do both? I don't know. But today wasn't a good first start, guys. And I think that those people that were talking about the Panthers having double-digit wins this year, I think you might want to retract some of that.
I was one of those. I had us at 10-7, and if that play calling don't open up next week, I'm gonna have to change that because it's not looking good.
It
Didn't look good.
really didn't. I think Thomas Brown need to have the reins to the offense.
Well, it also could be that, remember, Thomas Brown ain't never been an offensive coordinator. So do you really want to throw him out there to the wolves? That could be. I mean, that's what a lot of people don't understand, why he ain't really took over the reins, because this will be the first time he ever ran an offense. He was just like, what, an assistant?
Yeah, man. I'm listening to Brian Burns, man, what he's saying, guy. He's clearly a guy that's upset. You can see it all over his face, guys. Y'all can go check out Joe Pearson's Twitter right now to get some of the stuff from Brian Burns. But he's clearly upset. He's clearly upset, man. The Panthers are gonna have to get him paid, or they're gonna have to get him on the books, man. Y'all let me know what they need to do. J.C. Horn to me is done in Carolina. I really think that, man, if he has to miss extended time with this hamstring, that would make him playing his third straight season of not playing a full season. Three seasons in a row through the first 3 years of his career that he has not played a full season. So if he has to miss the next game, which corners never really come back from hamstrings the next game, right? So if he's probably going to miss next week, and that will make 3 seasons in a row that he didn't give us a full season. So guys, this has been your boy Big Waves in the motherfucking building. Y'all already know what time it is. Again, if you was new to the channel and you was fucking with the content, man, and how your boy was bringing it for this last power hour for y'all asses, man, hit the red bell, man. Subscribe to the channel. Life is Just a Wave podcast, man. Listen, I'm slowly getting back into the routine of this thing, man. Your boy been life in a little bit, but y'all already know how that go. We go get back into the routine now that the season is up. Probably go bring back midday madness. Just got to see how some scheduling shit work out, man. Y'all stay patient with the boy, but y'all definitely gonna be getting these reactions after every single game, man, until we get things fully back and rolling. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Your boy Big Waves is out. Shout out to Panther Nation. Carl D, appreciate you, man. Go ahead and get your last word in.
I would say be patient, Panther fans, but after that performance today, I can't really say that. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about us today.
It's embarrassing, man. That's all that I'm gonna say, man. But we gonna get up out of here, man. Till next time, life is just a wave, baby. Peace.